Hello everyone, thanks for tuning into today's second video. I'm going to have a look at the weather. There's 14 days for today's second video. Day 10 will take us to the 11th of July, and we'll be able to extend out beyond that with the excellent CFS and ECM ensembles. Maybe it'll take a couple of weeks. We'll have a look at CFS V2 at the end of the video for the next 4 weeks. Gets us towards the last stages of July. I'll get on that for you in a moment. Just to say that first, the video is our 6 AM UK weather forecast, so check that one out if you'd like to. Like, share, and subscribe on all up-to-date videos and content. Thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. It could be live at 7 PM. We released the GavsWeatherVids Winter 2024-25 NAO forecast yesterday, the biggest video of the year for the channel, and we had a lovely premiere. Thank you so much, everybody who was on the premiere yesterday for making it so very special. So we're going to be discussing that in our live stream at 7 PM. I would have done a live stream yesterday evening, but due to the England game and whatnot, I thought it's best to delay it to today, to this evening. We're going to be discussing the NAO forecast at 7 PM. We will, of course, have a 12Z, and we'll include some long range as well. I'm sure I haven't done a live stream for over a month. Didn't live stream at all during June. I might not be able to do the full hour with the foot and the ankle. I'll see how I get on, but certainly we will be live for half an hour or so this evening. I hope that's all right with everybody. And it's been a big day for GavsWeatherVids today, by the way, 1st of July. And GavsWeatherVids website is back. So you remember we had our website, GavsWeatherVids.com, from 2012 to 2021. It's like the brain nerve centre of the whole GavsWeatherVids operation back in the day. Then I took it offline to focus on the YouTube channel, but I have realised, you know, as we've gone along over the years, that there are certain forecasts that just work better as like written forecasts, particularly Terry Scoldy's month-ahead forecast and seasonal forecast, sort of the long range as well. Now, I thought what we would do is bring the website back, but lower key and as a blog. So, instead of being like an all-encompassing website, but it's like the brain and nerve centre of the operation, we just got like an additional little blog that has the GavsWeatherVids name and whatnot. But GavsWeatherVids.com is back, so for those OGs that have missed GavsWeatherVids.com over the past 3 years, then it's back. The link is in the description with this video. I shared it across the social media. It's GavsWeatherVids.com, easy enough to remember, exactly as it was back in the day. And so if you want to do that, just have a look and see what you think and whatnot. And this is the website. I'm on it right now. So it's very different to the website that we had before. It's a WordPress blog. But there we go. GavsWeatherVids.com has returned as I promised it would. It took a long while to get it back, especially as development had to stop for a couple of weeks while I was in hospital with a fractured ankle and whatnot. So it has taken a bit longer than I anticipated, but there it is, GavsWeatherVids.com, rising again like a phoenix from the ashes. Love it. Right, okay, let's get on with the 10 to 14 day FM. We're going to start off having a look at temperature. Let me just put my foot and leg up. Hold on. Ow. There we go. Right, let's have a look at CET then. So we are confirming today that CET came in at 14.0, that is 0.1 of a degree below the 61 to 99 average. I would say that's an average month, really, but it is the first sort of cool of an average deviation anyway, if it's 0.1 of a degree. First cool of an average deviation against 61 to 99 since, I think, December 2022. So nearly 18 months it's taken to do that. And you'll notice that that does come in underneath May CET. May came out at 14.1, so it was 0.1 of a degree under May's central in temperature, which means that this is only the third time June has been cooler than the May preceding it. The other two times, and this was noted by Richard Shaw, my good friend Rich, noticed this 17 days ago. He tweeted about this, so well done, Rich. That's absolutely incredible. Great, heads up, my friend. So 1749, this happened, and 1833, this happened. And that's the last time, actually, but June came in cooler than the May before it. And that was a very, very hot May as well, with a 15 Celsius CT. So that's the reason that happened, that it was, you know, really, really hot May. No, quite unusual developments, quite rare. Well, that's, well, I would say very, very rare, actually, for that to happen. And there we go, 14.0, where we came in at for our central temperature for June 2024. What will July have in store? Let's have a look. Meet the GFS upper air temperature and precipitation ensembles next couple of weeks. We're at London today. The red line is the 30-year upper air temperature average for London. We're starting off below average through the first week of July, very similar to what happened in June. Actually, the first week coming out cooler than normal. Second week of July, there's a bit of a recovery in the upper air temperatures taking place, but only going back to average. We have got a couple of very hot outliers, particularly that one, which is you know, really hot, goes about plus 20 Celsius a day, 250 HPA. That looks very, very much on its own, though. So whilst we do see a warming trend in the second week of July, it doesn't look like there's anything excessively hot on the way through the first half of the month. Precipitation-wise, there will be small showers to come through this first week of July, but it's really later on start turning more unsettled, most notably in towards the second week of July. Looks quite a bit wetter then, so although it might turn warmer, we might have to pay the price with more in the way of rainfall. Overall, that ensemble, I have to say, looks pretty grim for the first half of July. Temperature anomalies from the 1st to the 9th of July, below average, cooler average week to come, and precipitation anomalies from the 1st to the 9th of July, near normal to ever so slightly wetter than average. Latest wind plan map from northschool.net shows that we're drawing in a westerly flow today. There's a weather system in the west that's bringing outbreaks of rain across the coast, particularly in the northern half of the coast. Won't be much rain in the south, but the westerlies are well and truly back, and the coming week will be dominated by Atlantic winds. So we see that very nicely on the latest UK Met Euro run for midnight on Thursday, with deep low pressure to north of Scotland bringing quite a strong west or northwest wind with showers or longer spells of rain likely into Friday and the weekend. Low pressure keeps on coming with further bouts of rain on the way, and by the time we get through to the beginning of next week, as far as we go with the UK Met, yes, we're drawing in the next area of low pressure from the Atlantic, and that is bringing further rain at times. Icon, again, with low pressure north of Scotland, bringing in quite a strong westerly wind on Thursday. Then we're into showery conditions with low pressure in the ascendancy with Friday, Saturday. Into next week, the next low just to the southwest. That does start to draw up some warmer air from the southwest. The temperatures would lift up, probably the humidity going up with that as well. But all looking rather unsettled with Icon low pressure still anchored just to our west and southwest. KMA, again, looking really unsettled through the rest of this week and the coming weekend. On into next week, low pressure just remains in control. Really, some higher pressure tries to get going around there, around the 10th of July to the south, and bring some warmer weather, but the low just cuts that off. And basically, the KMA looks quite unsettled, relatively cool up to the 13th of July. The GFS midnight run, again, looking unsettled for the rest of the week and into the weekend. Next week, low pressure comes meandering in from off the Atlantic, bringing mixed conditions with it up to date. But GFS does then start to build up some higher pressure as we get towards the middle of July, though. So by mid-month, high pressure beginning to start taking over through the North Atlantic and into the west of Europe. I suppose it's quite a nice area of high pressure by the very end. That gets to the 17th of July. That brings summer back around the middle part of the month. Will turn drier and quite a lot warmer with that. How does the 6th egg look in comparison? Again, rather cool and showery at the end of the week and into the weekend. Remains pretty mixed as well. Early next week, though, high pressure begins to build up over Scandinavia. Low pressure out in the Atlantic. Into the Thundry low coming up from the south. Then in the extended, high pressure really starts taking over. Upper air temperatures lift up, so it becomes much warmer and drier, with both of the GFS operational runs today into the middle part of July. Summer is back by the very end of the 6th, possibly hinting at it turning a bit thundery, but that's a long way off. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share and subscribe, and show everyone for doing that. Drop a comment, let us know what you think about this and all of our videos and content. Don't forget to tell your friends about GavsWeatherVids. Get them to subscribe too. I mean, thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. Okay, GM again in this west-northwest wind on Thursday with showers or long spells of rain into the weekend. Low pressure keeps on coming. And then on into next week, higher pressure building to the south and east, low pressure out to the west. We draw up a southwesterly flow, so it turns not only warmer, but it also turns drier as well. Time next week, but by day 10, the next low from the Atlantic is coming back in. So next week is a bit warmer, but, you know, still quite unsettled, really. And then the ECM looks like that. Again, with that northwesterly wind on Thursday, bringing showery conditions. Next low zips through Friday to Saturday. That could bring some heavy rain a bit further southwards with it. Into next week, again, we start to shift the wind round to more of a southwesterly. Turns warmer and drier in the south and east, but low pressure still meandering around to the north and west, bringing further showery conditions. That's how we look as we get to day 10. Are we under high pressure or low pressure? But I think we're under a trough, really, so further showers will be likely, albeit it is a little bit warmer. This is a precipitation forecast based on that ECM run from Precipitation.com. Showery conditions pushing from west to east across the northern half of the country today. And then into Wednesday, some wet weather even getting down into the south and the southeast. Further showers through Thursday, and then we got this area of wet weather pushing through on Friday. Oh dear, with further showers along the spells of rain into the weekend. Another bout of rain pushing through there, actually, from Sunday into Monday, giving a wet start to next week. Then perhaps drying out a little bit by day 10, but a few heavy thundery showers still knocking around. This is the option on the table within the ECM ensemble today for day 10. Gets us to the 11th of July. 51 out of 51 members of the ECM ensembles, all of them, with some sort of a ridge to the east and low pressure to the west. So it is warmer. We are bringing up the wind from the southwest, possibly from the south, but I would think still a bit unsettled, especially for more western regions. And then in 2 weeks' time, this is the option that we've got. Gets us to the 16th of July. Not much different from the day 10 option, actually. Some sort of high pressure in the North Atlantic and going to the north of the country. And this white area is probably a shallow upper level trough, but could keep further showers going. CFS V2 finally beats a 500 millibar height anomalous, broken down into weekly periods. The first week period takes us from the 1st to the 7th of July. The next week has low pressure to the north and northeast, high pressure to west-southwest, and we bring in the wind from a westerly direction. Looks rather cool and unsettled. Week 2 will be the 8th to the 14th of July. Low pressure again to the north, and we bring in the wind from off the Atlantic like that. So weeks 1 and 2 looking quite mixed. Into week 3, we find that the 15th to 21st of July starts to raise the heights a little bit to the south. Probably still some lower pressure up here, but that's turning a bit drier and warmer, especially for more southern regions into the 3rd week of July. And then the last week of July, week 4, to the 22nd, 28th of July, has high pressure just to our east and lower pressures to the north. And it begins to turn somewhat drier, or it would be somewhat drier in the south anyway, probably quite warm. Could still be a little bit mixed, so up in the north. No suggestion up to the end of July there, really, but we're going to get anything excessively hot. But again, you know, CFS is subject to change, obviously, and we shall wait and see. Right, we're done. If you've enjoyed the video, please you like, share and subscribe. Thanks so much everyone for doing that. Drop a comment, let us know what you think about this and all of our videos and content. And don't forget to tell your friends about GavsWeatherVids. Get them to subscribe too. Tell them that the blog's back, or the blog, or we've got a blog, as it was like a website, not really a blog before. It's like all-encompassing website. It's a lower key thing now, but we have got like a GavsWeatherVids blog now. So tell your friends that as well. But tell them to subscribe to our channel. Most of the videos will be kept on YouTube, so the blog is very much for the written side of GavsWeatherVids, written forecasts and whatnot. But most of the videos will be kept on the YouTube channel, so you have got to be subscribed to YouTube to see most of the vids. Right, okay, so thank you so much everybody for tuning in. We're going to be back a little bit later on at 7 p.m. with your live stream. We'll be discussing the winter 24-25 NEO forecast. We'll show patrols then, and we'll have a look at a bit of long range as well. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody. Haven't seen you all for over a month, so it'd be nice to have a live stream. See you later on. Tomorrow we've got 6 a.m. UK weather forecast, extended European outlook, and a 10 to 14 day. So keep checking back to the channel for more. But for this one, that's all for now. And thanks for watching.